This is Steve Robbins. Welcome to the Get It Done Guys quick and dirty tips to work less and do more. Customer relationship management. It's a great corporate buzzword, but it applies to small solo practitioners as well as huge soul-sucking corporations that exist only to chew you up and spit you out when they've squeezed every last dollar out of your bank account. Listener Michael from a city in Poland that has only one vowel, that's one vowel in the entire city, they take turns using it, writes in, I'm an English as a foreign language tutor for adults and business clients. Often, clients tell me with no warning that they won't be returning next month. The reasons are often different. No time to do homework, they have other obligations, etc. Many eventually return, so the quality of my service isn't the issue. Do I press clients who want to leave and implore them to stay? Well, first of all, don't implore, ask. Explain to them. My practice fills up. Is there a time that we should reconnect about your returning? Don't expect them to say yes, but by asking the question, you're priming them to expect your call, and you're also forcing their brains to consider the time frame of the break that they're taking. If they genuinely feel too busy to practice, offer them a solution. Start an accountability service. Explain that regular language exposure helps learning, and for an extra fee, you can call them every day for 5 to 10 minutes, check in and hold a brief conversation with them in English, tailored to the material that you know they're working on. Even if they don't have time to devote to a full lesson or to full practice, this will help them keep moving forward. You can do this instead of their normal lessons, or you might want to offer it in addition to their regular lessons. If you're too busy to self-manage, let's continue your lessons and add an accountability piece to help you carve out time and continue your language development. That way, you keep connected with them and you have an additional source of revenue. You can also retain clients through program structure. It sounds like your clients pay on a lesson-by-lesson basis. Now, this makes it easy for them to think of every lesson as a separate purchase decision. So follow my gym's example. Abandon fair, flexible pricing in favor of cutthroat pricing disguised as customer relationship management. Create multi-lesson packages. 1 class for 30 zloty, 4 classes for 100 zloty, 8 classes for 150 zloty, and so on. Each package must be used within a certain time period, and refunds are not given. Students will want to continue until the end of their current package, and you'll have a certain baseline income guaranteed. Give existing students more favorable rates. Price your services so new students pay more, say 28 zloty per lesson. If they stay with you for more than 4 lessons, however, the price drops to 20 zloty per lesson. When they tell you their sob story about wanting to discontinue, tell them if you return within 6 weeks, you can continue at the 20 zloty rate, but after that, you count as a new student again, and you will be back up to the 28 zloty per lesson. If you raise your rates, let your existing students continue paying the original lower rates. This is called grandfathering those students. When a student leaves, point out to them that by leaving, they're losing the low rate and will come back in at your current rates at that time. There's a little-known related technique. If they still want to leave, tell them that you'll just sit in the dark eating cardboard until they return. I call this grandmothering those students, and I learned it from my very own Jewish grandmother. Follow up afterwards. If they do leave, however, then we must turn to spiritual masters to find out how to respond with peace and equanimity. They say, if you love something, set it free. If it comes back, it was and always will be yours. If it never returns, it was never yours to begin with. What the spiritual masters don't know is that according to quoteinvestigator.com, this quote actually came from an anonymous student writing assignment for Professor Jess Lair in 1969. Seeking for spiritual truth from an anonymous 18-year-old seems pretty sketchy. And neither the 18-year-old nor the spiritual masters know jack about running a business. If you love something, set it free. Hogwash. If you love something, get it into your customer relationship management system as soon as possible and keep that relationship flourishing. If many of your students eventually return, then you just need to remind them that you're there and that you're the answer to all of their problems in life. But only if they call. When someone leaves, put a note in your calendar to send them a follow-up email 6 weeks, 3 months, and 6 months into the future. In the follow-up email, send them an article or a note or something funny about English. Maybe a cute article that shows that the English word anti-disestablishmentarianism has more vowels than their entire country uses in a year. Keep it light and fun, and in the cover letter or the sign-off say, now enrolling students for the March start date. If they're ready to return, the article plus the gentle reminder will be enough to get them to pick up the phone or send an email or an instant message or Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp, or Facebook status update and reconnect. Retaining customers and clients when they want to leave is tricky. It's easier to retain them in advance by offering them package offers. Make it hard for them to leave with existing customer discounts. grandfathered low prices, and accountability programs designed to address the problems that most often cause them to leave. If they decide to leave anyway, pity them and follow up briefly every few months to make sure that you're still top of mind. I'm Steve Robbins. Follow Get It Done Guy on Twitter and Facebook. I help people build the psychological, emotional, and practical foundations to live extraordinary lives. If you want to know more, visit steverrobbins.com. That's SteverRobbins.com. Work less, do more, and have a great life.